Hey there. Welcome back to the series. Um, the tutorial for making Slogo worldwide. Um, this is episode 3. It should be episode 3. Um, and I explained in the post, the last one got deleted, so I'm re-recording this. It is like midnight when I'm recording this, so I'm probably going to try my best to speed run it. I'll try to not be like overly skipping things, but this is kind of what we're going to be doing. It's the penthouse apartment, the third or fourth floor up. Dining area, kitchen, bedroom, and the bathroom with the working shower. And yeah, that should be it. So let's just get into it. Okay, so all I've done so far is just like copy the base floor over. So this should be what you have if you're actually working on the floor, just because in my tutorial build, I have the floor already done. You can see that's the original over there. Then this is the one where I record all the tutorials on. I still have the last floor to record. And then over there are all the copies I made of the Craner base. But yeah, all I did was just copy over the floor, so it should look the same on your build for the most part. So we're just going to start with the elevator like usual. So you're going to want your block of quartz. You're going to bring it out 4 from each of the smooth quartz pillars touching the floor. And then you're going to bring these back 3 all the way up to the top, like so. And that's on both sides here. Then you're going to want your smooth quartz, and like you said, it's just the basic elevator we've been doing. So there's the 3 soul sand here. You're going to have 2 smooth quartz with a block of quartz in front of it. Skip a block, 2 smooth with a block. Skip a block for the hole. You have the smooth and the block, and then you bring all that up to the ceiling. Make sure the smooth quartz comes up as smooth quartz, and the regular quartz blocks come up as regular quartz blocks, in case I had to say it. And that should be what you have so far. So now, these like corner bits here, and also the middle, you're going to want to extend forward by 1. You're going to bring them up to a total of 4. So you're just going to place 3 quartz on top. And then you're going to connect the top layer. Then bring that full row of quartz up by another layer. And then I'm not really the best at explaining things, so you're just going to have to kind of watch along and see how I do it. So avoiding the corner, the middlemost, and like both corners in the middle block, you're going to bring these 6 blocks up 2 more rows, and then you're going to make a full row. And you're going to repeat the full row 2 more times for a total of 3 rows. Then you're going to repeat what we have down here, where you skip the corners in the middle for 2 blocks. And then the rest should just be 3 rows of full rows, like so. Then in the gaps on the top block, you're going to place lanterns in all 6 of these gaps, like that. Then, of course, your trapdoors, so facing inward on the right side, and then facing towards the wall on the left side, flipped open. Then you're going to put a lantern in the middle of both of those sections. And actually, I'm wrong here. Over here, this middle row is going to be full quartz. So, sorry about that. Just a quick fix. It's not a major mistake. You can leave it as smooth quartz if you like it better, too. If you want it more accurate, it's going to be regular quartz. Then, where the hole to the next floor is and the... Okay, yeah, that's the elevator up. I confused myself because... Okay, you're just going to place glowstone at the top layer of quartz, like that. It should be 1 block above the lantern in each of those gaps. And that should be the elevator completely done. Just going to go double check. Yeah, so all you really need is the water to just fill them up. So, of course, the back block there, and then you fill up the soul sand side. So that you get the bubble elevator going up so that you can get to the next floor, which would be the storage room, which hopefully is still on YouTube. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure what happened is I didn't actually post the video. I posted 4 and 3 at the same time, but I don't think 3 fully updated because it was longer. Anyway, let's get back to the actual tutorial. So we're going to start with something pretty simple. You're just going to need black and white wool. And if you're coming out from, like, popping up from the previous floor from the elevator, you're going to come to the back left corner here, and you're going to break out a 7 by 7 area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it should just line up with the pillars. And the corners are going to be black wool. And you're just going to do a checkerboard of black and white. So just like that, you alternate between blocks. Pretty simple. This is the kitchen area. Yeah. So next we're going to do stairs because that's a pretty big landmark that kind of helps things along, and we'll have to do them eventually anyway. So we're going to start with getting out red carpet, and you're going to start with like the middlemost kind of pillar sticking out from the elevator, and then you're going to come to the left and right of it with one. And then you're going to want to come out with 7 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just fill in this little area here with carpet. Then you're going to want regular quartz stairs. I'm just going to place them right at the end, facing, going up towards that window. And you're going to do this for 5 layers, I believe. I'll just double check that. 2, 3, 5, 6, I think. I believe it is 6 layers. So 6 stairs going up like this. Behind it, you're going to want red terracotta. It should be a 3x3 square, if I'm not mistaken. Which apparently I am. It's actually a 3x4 square, so that top layer of stairs goes away, and you bring that down. So it is only 5 stairs. Yeah. Then on either side, just on the base, you're going to place white wool with dark oak stairs on top of both of those. And we'll worry about the rest of that later, because I think the bathroom might be pretty simple to do, so I'll just do this real quick, because it's kind of in its own area. You don't really have to worry much about it. Alright, so for the bathroom, you're going to start off with the carpet, I think. We'll start with the carpet. Alright, so you're going to come 2 out from the main strip we placed, and then you're going to come out to the right if you're facing towards the stairs from the elevator with 2, and you're just going to connect that all the way to the wall, just like that. And if you're on the wall, you're going to skip 2 blocks and place 2 carpet like that. Going towards the back wall where the elevator's at. And then you're going to put 2 more. The first one will be in line with the second carpet, and the second one will be 1 off of that. So you get an offset like that. Then you can actually place in 2 spruce doors just coming off of that carpet there. And then, you're going to want your block of quartz, and from the elevator, you're going to come out diagonally with 1, and you're going to just come up until you hit the top of the gap there that we left that's below the lantern, and then you're going to connect that across the top to the wall, and then that you're actually going to fill in with smooth quartz instead of the regular quartz. Just like that. And the top layer, you can actually fill in with smooth quartz as well. Then, you want your block of quartz, and coming off of either door, you're going to go up and outward diagonally, and then up 1 more with a block. And that'll be off of both doors. And then you're going to want regular quartz slabs, and on the lower half of the block in between those. So it should be like 1 block above the door, leaving space for a sign that I have to find. Then you're going to want to take your lantern, and it's going to be hanging off of the full blocks and not the slabs. And that's the kind of structure of the bathroom. So I'll get to the actual decorations now. Okay, so to start off, you're going to want more red carpet. Carpet in the bathroom. You would do that. So these first 2 rows coming out from the door, you're going to come all the way, except if you're going into the bathroom from the doors, the right-hand corner you're going to break and replace with an oak slab. On top of that, you're going to want an oak trap door, which faces into the corner there, with a stone button right next to it. Then, coming out towards the glass from the slab and carpet, you're going to place 2 cauldrons. The right cauldron will have white carpet on top of it, and the left cauldron will have a tripwire hook on top of it. Then you're going to continue the carpet just in front of those by 1 row. Then you're going to want 2 oak trap doors facing in so that when you flip them, they kind of go towards the corner like that. If you place them like that, it's not going to be right. So you want them like that when you flip them. Then you're going to want red stained glass pane, and you're going to want to place 3 rows, I think. Yeah, 3 by 3 of red stained glass panes. And then you're going to want to place a second ceiling. So what I mean is you're going to want your smooth quartz, and you're just going to want to fill in the area just below where the last layer of smooth quartz was. Then when you're in this little shower area, you're going to want to break these 2 corner blocks, and you're going to place an oak trapdoor. There's 2 oak trapdoors. They're going to be facing opposite to each other, so that when you flip them, they're like that. And I think all you need is a water bucket. So you're just gonna fill the left cauldron with no carpet on top of it, and then you're gonna want to waterlog both of the trapdoors up here, like that. So, and then when you close them, if you're on Java, it should stop the water. If you're on Bedrock, it'll just be constantly flowing. But yeah, that should be the bathroom all done, except for the sign, which I have to find. I will find that now for you. Okay, so I did mess something up. So you're going to want your carpet, and you're going to want your oak trapdoors. And all you want to do is you're just going to break a column of glass and the trapdoors, and you're just going to move it over so that you have 2 rows of carpet there. Then, with the oak sign, it's going to be on top of the right spruce door, and when you place it, it's just going to be the word toilet at the top. Nothing fancy. Just the capital T, unless you don't want to capitalize it. Really up to you. Honestly, you could change the color of the carpet too if you want to personalize it, make it your own. This is just kind of the default for if you're doing it based off of Josh's actual tower from Penthouse. Anyway, next we'll do the dining area. That seems pretty easy. So we're gonna need the red carpet for sure. So with the red carpet, these back 4 rows coming from the elevator are just going to extend to the end of the elevator, and then I believe it's these front 2 that come out 4 more, like that. And then these actually stick forward by 2 more as well. And then you bring the middle 2 out towards the black and white checkered floor. And might be a bit easier to do the table first, and then just wrap the carpet around. Okay, so you're going to want spruce planks and blue carpet for the table, and you're just going to come 2 away from both of these walls for the first plank, for your first marker, and then it's just a 3 by 4 table, nothing fancy. And then the blue carpet covers everything except for the corners, like that. Then you're going to want to take your anvils, and it's going to be on the middle, on the back wall, like on the side of the table it's facing towards the back wall. It's going to be 1 right in the middle, and then the other 2 are right on the edges, I think. Let me double check that. So yeah, it's just on the 2 corners for this side. And then you're going to place gray carpet on top of all of those, with an oak trapdoor coming out from the gray carpet so that when you flip it, it's kind of the back of the chair. And you're going to do that for all 3 of the chairs, like that. Then with your red carpet, you can extend this all the way to the wall. This, you're going to bring think just so that it's one away from the wall, but then you're going to wrap it around the table so it hits the wall. And then I think you just fill in the rest in this area, like that. Let me double check. Okay, so it is, you're going to fill in the corner. There, I was wrong. But that should be all the carpet for like the first floor. Then over here, you're going to want oak trapdoors and barrels, and so coming from this corner carpet, I guess, that's kind of on the pillar here, you're going to have 2 oak trapdoors, and when you flip them open, it should be like away from the carpet. Then you're going to have a 2x4 barrels along the wall there, with 2 more oak trapdoors flipped into the other side, like so. And that should be the dining area with the bit of storage finished. Next will be the kitchen. Okay, so what you're going to want to start with is prismarine bricks, prismarine brick slabs, and prismarine brick stairs. And you're just going to want your full blocks on 3 of the corners. You're going to exclude the like real corner of the floor. And then from this left one, you're going to come out with a slab on both kind of edges of it, going into the checkerboard, I guess. Then you're going to want an upside-down stair coming into the kind of entryway here. And then another upside-down stair coming from the other side, like that. Then, coming behind this block, you're going to have an upside-down slab, which should be on the top half of the block, and then another upside-down stair, and then an upside-down stair coming from that block. So you're going to have, then, you're going to need iron blocks and furnace, and you can place a 2x2 furnaces right there off the slab, with then 2 iron blocks next to it. Then you're going to need your slabs again. You're just going to place 3 into this little corner there, with a lantern on top of that corner block there. Then you're going to want 2 cauldrons with tripwire hooks right above them. And then you're going to want a slab right next to the cauldrons with 2 barrels facing out in between the slab and the block. Then on top of the full block over here, it's only that one that it has a slab on top of, like that. Then you're going to keep your slabs, and above the tripwire hooks on like the top half of the glass above them, you're going to place 2 slabs, 2 barrels on top, and then 2 prismarine stairs coming out from the barrels, but they're going to be like regular stairs. They're not going to be upside down or anything fancy like that. And that's kind of the kitchen area done, except for all the pillars and metal overhang, which we will get to. Okay, so you only need 4 things for this. It's the smooth quartz blocks, which we've been using throughout the whole build, the block of quartz, quartz slab, and lanterns. So you're going to take your smooth quartz block, and where you have this little kind of U shape here, you're just going to have the block coming up in the middle there, so that's 1 block away from all the carpet. And then you're going to bring this up to 6, I believe. Yeah, because it should be 1 block taller than the terracotta. And then you're just going to connect this to both walls over here, like that. And then you're also going to fill in this area with smooth quartz. this. Not like too hard so far. Nothing really complicated in this. Just kind of tedious sometimes. Then you're going to add another pillar coming off of this full block here at the front corner of the kitchen. You're going to connect that up. Then I believe there's another pillar there. I'm just going to go double check. Okay, so there's no pillar. I was wrong. With your slabs, you're going to connect like the top half between all the pillars and the wall. This wall as well. Then the only one that I know for sure is this one. So you're going to want your block of quartz. You're going to replace this back corner slab here with the full block and then hang a lantern below it. Okay, so with the block of quartz, you're going to come... We'll use this corner pillar as kind of our starting point. So you're going to skip 2 slabs, break that one, replace it with the full block, and hang the lantern below it. And then you're going to skip 1 block on the front, place the block. Oh, that's smooth. Make sure it's the regular quartz. Then you're going to skip 2, place a block, and then right against the wall you'll place the block. And under all the full blocks, you're just going to hang some lanterns. It should be a total of 5. It's a good shot of it, I guess. And that's the overhang kind of done. Game area would be kind of easy to do. Bedroom can be annoying because there's a little closet under the stairs. Let's do the game area, because then we just got the stairs there. So you're gonna want your quartz stairs, and okay, so we're gonna continue the left side banister. So what you're gonna do is behind the dark oak stair, you're gonna have an upside down dark oak stair. Come on top with a regular dark oak stair. Back with an upside down stair. On top with a dark oak stair. And then you're going to want your smooth quartz, and you're going to connect behind that all the way down to the floor. And then you're just going to fill in that wall there as well. Leaving that open because you're going to have a dark oak stair on top. Then, next to the stairs here, you're not going to place dark oak, you're going to place wool. And then, no, it's 2 wool on both sides. I know there's 3 stairs in the middle. Let me double check. Okay, no, it's just 1 wool on both sides. And then dark oak stairs facing into the game area. And then you're going to have an upside down stair coming off the back of the right one. And I believe it's also the same for the left one as well. You're going to hear me double checking a lot. So, I was right with that. You're going to come then forward, like towards the elevator with a dark oak stair, kind of with the lower half facing into the upside down stair. And then you're going to skip a block, come out with a regular stair opposite of the previous stair. It should be facing the same way as the banister stairs. And then you're just going to skip a block and repeat the pattern until you hit the corner. And from there, you're going to skip a block, place a stair facing with the back side towards the wall, skip a block, stair, skip a block, stair. And that should be what you have so far. How do I want to do this? On these three, you're gonna place upside down stairs facing kind of towards the back wall. Well, I guess it would be the front wall if it's like the whole building. But you should get this like little diagonal pattern here with the stairs. And then I know it's on these three as well, but I have to double check with this one. I think it's also on this one that it just goes upside down and creates the diagonal pattern. But I'll go see, make sure. So yeah, that is how it is. So next we're gonna do the actual game area. So you're gonna need green wool, red carpet, and oak trapdoors. And you're gonna come two in from all all the corners, I would say. Might double check that, but it should be a 3x7. I'll go double check that for you. Okay, no, it's not a 3x7, it's 3x6. The front part's right, but you're gonna break the back row. Then you're gonna place oak trap doors, all facing into the wool. And of course you're gonna flip them up like that to create a kind of border for it. I assume this is supposed to be like a pool table. And then on this layer, wherever you can, you're gonna place carpet, except for like on the stairs. But like, you won't be able to place it where the trap door is, but you'll have to just go around it like that. And that is how it is in the actual build. It just leaves gaps there. And then of course on the wall there, and a corner. And that should be the game area all done. Not too bad. I guess we kind of really don't have a choice. We kind of have to do the bedroom now. So you're going to grab spruce doors again. And probably also smooth quartz and regular quartz. We'll start with the door here. Okay, so it's going to be in line with the black on the checkerboard if you made it correctly. And you're going to want the door facing with the hinges on like the left side, so it should be like the default door for Bedrock Edition. And it would be 2 away from the actual wall. Then we won't worry about that yet because we have a whole room to build. So the best way I can explain this is, well, to start, if you do like the same thing we did for that pillar there with regular quartz, and you bring it up to 6, so it should be the same height as that. Then you're going to, in line with that, against the wall, following like the carpet, you're going to have another pillar of regular quartz blocks. Then you're going to fill in this area with smooth quartz. And you're of course going to bring that all the way back on the top layer. I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, because if you do the stairs. Then you're going to bring more smooth quartz back, but I think you're going to end, I guess in line with the stairs is probably a good place to end it. So you're just going to do a wall of smooth quartz here. And isn't smooth, right? Yeah. Just like that. and it'll end in line with the stairs. And it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 back from the courts. Let me put in this door. So where you have the 2 carpets sticking out from the hallway area, you're just going to break in and place a double door of spruce doors. And then you're going to have the same kind of light fixture above it as you had for the bathroom. And it's going to be in like the same place relative to the doors, where it's 1 block up for the sign, which I will find at some point. Dark oak stairs, you can continue upward, but I have to figure out what's below them. And then, of course, the wool continues in the same place as it is on the opposite side, just like this. And actually, I think, yeah, you just do the same thing as on that side. So you have the normal stair there, and then the opposite stair there, there. Stupid block there, there. Goes upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down. And that up there is like a living room area, I think. It's like a TV area. And this is already looking like almost there. So it's really not that bad. Guess we're gonna have to do the bedroom now. So I'm just gonna open all these doors so I have easy access to it. You're probably gonna need smooth quartz, regular quartz, and birch door. Need birch doors. Probably dark oak stairs again. Maybe quartz stairs. I'll go see right now instead of just grabbing random stuff. Okay, so for this wall, you're going to want your regular quartz, and the bottom of it is actually going to be regular quartz. That was a mistake that I made, but it's fixed now. Then, coming back from it is just going to be regular smooth quartz. Coming up to there, I believe. Yeah, and then you're going to want to surround this, the red terracotta section with smooth quartz to hide it. Then you're going to want birch doors. You're going to want a birch double door there, surrounded by smooth quartz. Open it, and how should I do this? You're going to want to place smooth quartz so that you have like a little 1 block opening here. But I think it's glowstone. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so you're going to want glowstone, and it's going to be the 3rd one up on the side walls there, with 2 upside down slabs in between. Then you're going to want 2 double chests stacked on top of each other like that. And that's kind of the storage area there. Then there's kind of a weird formation. I don't know why Josh did it that way, but there's kind of a slanted ceiling over here. So I'm just going to get that out of the way. It's going to be with smooth quartz. Okay, so you're going to take your smooth quartz blocks, and on top of both of the doors, you're going to place 2 like that, and then bring it back towards this spruce door with 1. And then you're going to come down by 1, and that's that side done. And then on this wall, you're going to place, okay, ignoring my dementia, you're going to place a block right in that corner there with a lantern hanging below it like that. And then, no, you're still going to need smooth quartz. Actually, let's get rid of the dark oak stairs. So, anywhere that you have like a gap in the stairs, you're going to want an upside down dark oak stair kind of hiding it. Just like that. It could also be full blocks. Full blocks would work fine, but I just use stairs because on this side it's stairs. And then if you wanted to clean up in there, you could. It's not really shown on camera much, so it was hard to see if there was like any kind of attempt to make it look better. So I'm just gonna leave it how it is for now. Anyway, you can get rid of the dark oak stairs because you won't need them ever again. Yeah, ever again. So you're gonna come from the kitchen door because that's how Josh did his tour. Coming out from it, you're gonna place a carpet, and then to the left by one with a carpet, and then you're gonna extend it so that you're one block away from this wall. So, like that. Then you're gonna do that again over to this wall with another 2 rows of carpet so that you're one away. And then starting from these doors, there's going to be a 2x4 of carpet that connects all the way to the corner there. And it should be all the carpet you need. At least until you need white carpet, which we will need in a second here. You can actually get rid of the birch doors and chests too. Figure this out. Okay, so you're gonna want black concrete, a red bed, and red wool. You're also gonna want white carpet too. So I'll just save that over here. We'll start with the black concrete just to make the TV. You're gonna come 2 blocks up. If you're coming from the corner with like the double door, you're gonna 2 blocks up, 2 blocks away from the wall, and it's gonna be a 3x4 TV. Like that. Then you're gonna want a regular block of quartz. And if you're coming from the other corner with the carpet here, you're gonna skip a block, place regular quartz, skip a block, place a quartz, and then actually we can get rid of our carpet right here because we're gonna place 2 white carpet right on top of that, and we will never need you again. Then you're gonna place red wool, 2 in front of each of those quartz blocks with a red bed in between the middle, I guess, and then a final red wool there to surround it. Then you're going to take your smooth quartz and directly above the door, if you're coming from the ceiling, you're going to place 2 there, and then come out by 1 on both sides. Come down by 1, and then hang a lantern off both of those. You're going to need your smooth quartz again, and you're going to skip 2 blocks, or I guess technically it would be 1 block since you can't place 1 there. We'll just come 1 block from the ceiling. So on the ceiling, directly above the bed, you can place 3 blocks of smooth quartz there, with 2 lanterns hanging off the sides like that. And then you're going to need glowstone. I believe it's the 2 left ones that get glowstone. I know it's only 2 that get glowstone. Okay, so for the last parts of this bedroom, you're going to need smooth or regular quartz slabs, and you're just going to place those on both sides of the bed. Like that, which I forgot they were there somehow. And if you really want to make the TV accurate, you're going to need 5 specific paintings, which are going to be Day Aztec, which is a 1x1, Day Aztec, which is 1x1. It's a different one than the first one. You're just going to have to trust me on that. Sunset Dense, which is a 2x1, Wanderer, which is a 1x2, and then Bus, which is a 2x2. So starting from up here, you're going to want the Day Aztec that's like black and white, kind of gray like that. Then you're going to want Wanderer below that, and next to that Wanderer, you're going to want one there. You're going to want the other Day Aztec there, with Sunset Dents right next to it on the bottom. And then finally Bust right up there. And this should be kind of the orientation. This should be the TV. If you want to recreate it on Bedrock and you can't like choose specific paintings. So I'll leave this here for a second for you to pause and get a look at. But that should be all the paintings done. Then you'll need an oak sign. And just like for the toilet, you're going to place one on the left side of the door this time with just the word bedroom. And you're actually going to need two of these signs, with one above the kitchen door as well. And that should be the entire bedroom all done. Yeah, so we can close all that. There's you. And we can move on to the living room. So we're going to grab red carpet already, because that's just something we're going to need. Okay, so starting off, we're going to take red carpet, and we're going to make a 6x3 over here. So starting from the stairs, do 3, and then come back with 5 more. 5. And it should end up with 2 blocks away from the wall. And then this one over, this like farthest edge here, you're gonna bring over with 4. You're gonna bring the one next to it with 3 oak planks and a red carpet with red carpet on top of the planks, and then 4 more red carpet there. Then coming off diagonally, you're gonna place a block of quartz with a lantern on top. You're going to need purple stairs, and you're going to place 4 over here, which should fall in line with the oak plank and the dark oak stair, and then 3 over here. Over here and over there. Yeah, very descriptive for anyone who can't watch the video. Yeah, that should be what you have if you're watching the video. Then... Yeah, okay. Hold on. Okay, so this is the last thing. You're going to have another TV, which should be in line with the oak planks against the wall with barrels, and then coming to the left with 1 more. They should all be facing out toward the side like that. You're going to come on top of all of those with oak fence, and then a 2x4 black concrete, I believe. I think it's only 2x4. And then on top of all of those with quartz slabs. And there's no paintings on that TV. And actually, that's the floor all done. So yeah. I think we got everything. Might actually fill in this area here. Really just kind of that and then that. Yeah. It's kind of good enough, because realistically there would be like a little gap there, I think. But yeah, that's the full floor done. Actually, on the elevator, there may be something. I don't think there is, but on my original version, there was kind of a pattern to quartz and smooth quartz, but that might have just been like compression of the Pigtown video, the tour video that Josh released. That might have just been like YouTube compression kind of messing with the pixels and making it look like smooth quartz when it was just regular quartz. I'm really not sure, but I will add like a little thing at the end of this video if I do find out that is the case. Then, since I guess this is kind of what I usually do for these tutorials, is going to be the next floor, which is the storage room, and I guess the enchanting area. It's going to look slightly different than this, specifically because of the ceiling. It's half a block. It's a full block lower, actually, not half a block. It's a full block lower because of Crainer's base, but that's not going to be until episode 5. So if the ceiling looks off, don't worry, because the tutorial should be from the original version before I added like all of Crainer's base and stuff back when I was doing these in order. And I do have the Crainer's base tutorial. I have it all recorded. So I have all of these. So I have the empty, the first version, and the second version all recorded. Did I do the tree? I did do the tree. Oh my god, I didn't forget to do it. Yeah, so they're all recorded. The farm, I don't know what to call it, the grotto, I guess. Yeah, that's all recorded. It's like 2.5 hours if I remember, so I have to kind of trim that down, cut it down, make sure it's like good enough to release and not have a bunch of excess stuff in it. But yeah, the next video should be like older recording wise, because like I had said at the beginning of this video, the original episode 3 did get deleted off the face of the earth, off the face of the internet, and it shall never be recovered. Probably. Just gonna fix this hole I made. I made it so I could like get in and out easy to check stuff, but it turns out that I was missing stuff on here. Like that. Wait, I wasn't? Oh, so I'm just crazy, okay. Well, the bathroom's wrong, but that's kind of it. Just throw that glass just to fix up the building. And then episode 6 would be the last one theoretically, because it's just it's gonna be the final empty floor, which has no base inside it. It's just an empty floor. I think it got filled with bees at one point though. So yeah, here's my little outro section where I yap for like 10 minutes while I place glass. This has become a tradition at this point because I have nothing better to do with my life. Yeah, I could probably break the structure block. That's how I was able to copy it over down there without rebuilding the whole thing. So I just copied it over and broke all the decorations and stuff, cleared the water. But yeah, after the empty floor, that'll be the end of the Slogo Worldwide series. I was hoping to also do some series on some of the other bases. So here's Slogo's mansion from Big Town. I think I've showed all this off before, but this is from the first episode of Pigtown, before he made all the upgrades, changed the roof to sandstone and the pillars to logs. And yes, episode 1 and episode 2 are 2 different houses. Not 2 different houses, but they're different enough that you would have to like change out a bunch of stuff on this house to make it work with the episode 2 house, which I think the episode 2 house is the main version seen on the Hoax NC server. I don't know for sure if you could actually like visit their houses or not, because from what I've seen online, it was just like a mini game server. But anyone who actually played on the server while it was active can correct me. Then here's Jelly's house. this window over here was really annoying, and the roof especially was pretty annoying to do. The cave might be a bit complicated for a tutorial. That might need its own episode. Then there's also Craner's Pigtown Base, which I actually get. Oh yeah, this is the one I built in Craner's server. So, basically, what I had done is I built Craner's Pigtown house in his survival SMP thing. Um, there's a link in his Discord, I think, with the IP address and stuff. But it's like a public SMP kind of thing. And I built the house by basically copying the build over there, going into survival with like a netherite axe with silk touch and whatever, and shears and whatever, and just collecting every single material um, from the base. And I labeled all the chests that I need, and I just kind of I collected all these materials in survival and built the house in the server before it was reset. I actually posted some screenshots of it back a while ago. It was a few months ago. That's what is that? Oh, Turtle Town. That's Squid Island. Oh, there's the other Turtle Town. I know there's like another one. Oh, this is the one. No, this is the one. This is like a really fancy kind. I think this might be my favorite Craner base because it looks kind of nice, honestly. Oh no, there's also the suburban house that we got. Yeah, I might make tutorials for all of these if anyone would be interested in that. I mean, there was enough interest in Slogo Worldwide over here for me to do a series. So, if anyone's interested, there's also the Borco Tower, which could probably be done in like a single part because it's basically just the same floor repeated. The only thing is like the base is the only difference. There's the lighthouse from Squid Isles. This is Cherry Island Season 1. Yeah. Then this... Oh, this is Old Cowtown. This is the modded Cowtown. Then this is New Cowtown, Turtle Town, whatever. Yeah. And then this was... Oh, wow. This might be my favorite of Jelly's bases, honestly. Yeah, even comparing it to like the Pigtown. Yeah, I think my personal favorite base for all of them. So I think for Josh, it might actually be Slogo Worldwide. My favorite for Josh. Um, just because it's like full on skyscraper. It's like the only one of its kind. Like even Borco Tower doesn't compare. It kind of does, but it's not even close. It's like Slogo Worldwide is double the size of Borco if you take off the grass base. No, that's in the 3 layers. That doesn't really do much. But yeah, that's my favorite for Josh. My favorite for Jelly would be this version from... That's Turtle Town? Yeah. So this was kind of his house after he had made the upgrades to it. Wait. Yeah, so this was his first house on the server, and then it got like blown up or replaced with dirt or burned down, whatever. And then this is the version he built after that, which it was kind of frustrating to figure out because it's like there's 3 different versions of the house, and this is the most complete version, I feel. Because the other versions have small variations in like the stone brick placement, stone, stuff like that. Oh, the inside, I still haven't like done it properly, have I? No, I have. Yeah, because this should be crafting. No, this is crafting table. Might be wrong. Maybe I'm not finished with this one. I don't know. I'd have to double check. Then for Craner, of course, I said, I don't know. That house is kind of nice too. The suburban house is pretty cool. The problem with them is that they're much more complicated. Wait, what's this? Oh, those are the names of the videos that the house is shown often. But the problem with this house is the roof is like fully textured. And that kind of goes for Jelly's house too. It's like fully textured with like so many random blocks, and he's not wrong about it being ugly. I believe, yeah, Turtletown version 4. I refer to that series as Turtletown just because I was kind of keeping up with it when it was originally kind of releasing, and it was originally called Turtletown before they changed it to New Cowtown. Oh, there's Craner's Treehouse. Craner's Treehouse is very annoying because this is inaccurate. I can already tell you that it's not accurate because the leaves are just kind of. I wish it was more tree-like. I could probably like fix that up at some point. Just make it more spherical. But like the base and the interior is all accurate. I didn't do the mine or like the secret chest, but up here, all this is how it is in the video. I don't have Bob the parrot, but I'll probably. I don't have any of their pets in their houses, do I? This like first layer of leaves is accurate to my knowledge because they actually do go up here. But the rest I kind of have to fix up because there's no real like good shot of Craner's treehouse in the series. You get like small glimpses, but it's not high quality enough to actually discern. Yeah, here's the original Robust Town. Yeah, that's version 3. And then this was version 5. Wait, what happened to version 4? Oh, version 4 is the castle. I forgot I was going to make that. Wait, did I do... I did not. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, I still have to do Jelly's cave base. Wouldn't be too hard. You just gotta break into the ground, dig a tunnel, make a cave, and boom. Pretty simple. And that'll be version 2. Version 1, I've built version 1 so many times on so many different worlds. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm yapping. I need to end this. It's been an hour and a half now. I've probably spent the majority of that time yapping. There's the Sky Islands from Squid Island from before. And they're both kind of like not really accurate. What's the R for? Is the R for remake or redo or... I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played on this world in months. I haven't played on this world since the last Slogo Worldwide tutorial I recorded, which would have been part 5 for Craner's base. So yeah, forgive me if I'm a bit, my dementia's kicking in. Yeah, floor 6 is just completely empty, so that'll probably... I don't even know if that's going to be worth a part on its own. Because that'll be like a 5-minute episode. You just get like a yellow wall. I guess if you wanted... Like I've said, if you wanted to, you can include like all 3 versions of Craner's base. Or of that floor. So you could include the empty floor, and then the next floor would be version 1, which really isn't affected by, well, no, it would be, wouldn't it, because of the corner, right? Yeah. So what I'd recommend doing, because they have to be that version of the floor, if you're doing craner spaces. So what I would recommend doing is do version 1, then an empty floor, and then version 2, and then another empty floor, I guess, if you're wanting to do all 3 versions of the floor. This probably would have been a good bit to put into episode 5 when I actually talk about craner bases and show you how to make them. Oh yeah, that's Cowtown. Anyway. Oh, this is the new Cowtown, kind of modern. This is like the smaller version of the modern house that, would that be version 2? Would that be version 3? Because I know he had a castle in New Cowtown too. But, yeah. I don't think this is the base behind this painting yet. And there's no basement either. But you can go up here and you get the 3 beds and the lanterns and all that fun stuff. I mean, if there's enough interest, if I get like 1 comment on this video saying, asking for a specific base tutorial, I'll do it, but I'm really not seeing too many people really care much outside of Slogo Worldwide, of course, which I think might be my highest viewed series on the channel because it's my only series on the channel other than the survival world where I don't talk and play for an hour, which I haven't actually revisited in quite a while. Anyway, I'm going to stop yapping and go to bed now because it is now, what time is it? I can't see. Oh yeah, that's 1:50 in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to go. So, have a nice day, or night, or evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye-bye.